Most readers imagine that when God moves in Scripture, it happens suddenly. A miracle appears, a voice speaks. Everything changes instantly. But when you look carefully at many passages, a different pattern begins to emerge. Before the breakthrough, before the intervention, before everything changes, there is a moment, a quiet moment, a pause in the story. And that moment may be more important than what comes after. Across many biblical narratives, transformation does not begin with action. It begins with stillness, a pause in movement, a moment where nothing seems to happen. At first glance, these moments appear insignificant. Readers often move past them, but ancient writers rarely wasted space. Every pause carried meaning. Every silence had purpose. And once you begin to notice this pattern, you realize it appears again and again. In ancient storytelling, silence was never empty. It was preparation. A moment where the weight of everything that came before could settle. A moment where direction could shift, without announcement, without noise, without spectacle. And then, when movement returned, it carried a different weight, a different meaning, a different outcome. Some scholars suggest that biblical narratives are shaped not only by what is said, but by what is not said, by pauses, by repetition, by structure. Moments where the story slows are not random. They are signals, subtle indications that something is about to change, but only for those who are paying attention. Modern readers are trained to move quickly, to search for answers, to focus on events. But ancient writing invites something different. Patience, attention, stillness. Without slowing down, the most important moment in the story can be missed. Not because it is hidden, but because it is quiet. In many passages, the turning point is not the miracle itself. It is the moment just before it, the pause, the silence, the shift in rhythm. That is where the story begins to change, not visibly, not dramatically, but structurally. Across different books, different authors, different centuries, the same pattern appears: stillness before movement, silence before transformation, pause before breakthrough. This repetition is difficult to ignore, and once you see it, you begin to recognize it everywhere. Perhaps this pattern endures because it reflects something deeply human. Change rarely begins with certainty. It begins with hesitation, with stillness, with moments that feel unclear. We often recognize transformation only after it has already begun. When readers begin to notice these quiet moments, Scripture begins to feel different, less like a sequence of events, and more like a carefully structured experience, where meaning unfolds slowly, where silence speaks. So the next time you read a passage, and the story suddenly slows down, you might pause a little longer, because that moment, that quiet moment, may not be empty at all. It may be the exact point where everything is about to change.